Hey guys, wanted to make this video today real quick. I'm going to try to keep it short and simple. This is an article off Parkinson's News Today. It's entitled FDA Opposes Use of Silver, in quotes, dental fillings for Parkinson's patients and others. This was posted today. New guidance from the Food and Drug Administration recommends that dental amalgams, a silver-colored tooth filling that contains mercury, no longer be used with select groups of people, including those with neurological disorders like Parkinson's, multiple sclerosis, and Alzheimer's. Dentists should instead use mercury-free alternatives, such as composite or glass ionomer cement fillings. With these patients and with children, especially those under age 6, pregnant and nursing mothers or women planning a pregnancy, people with poor kidney function, and those with mercury sensitivities or allergies. Our reviews and discussions, the guideline states, have generally arrived at the same conclusion. While the majority of evidence suggests exposure to mercury vapor from dental amalgam fillings doesn't lead to harmful health effects for most people, there may be some effects in people with certain health issues, such as those who are hypersensitive to mercury. The agency cites uncertainties concerning long-term exposure to amalgams, the potential for mercury to convert to other harmful compounds in the body, and the effects of its accumulation in issuing the recommendation. Okay, so they're uncertain about long-term exposure to mercury amalgams in the body, being able to convert to other harmful compounds in the body, and its effect on accumulation. Okay, gotcha. So why are they putting all this stuff in vaccines? Well, they put mercury in vaccines. The very same groups of people that they don't want mercury to get into, allegedly, citing, uncertainties concerning long-term exposure, is the very same thing they're giving to these same groups of people and jamming into your child's arm the moment they're born. Thimerosal is a mercury compound used as a preservative in some vaccines. Anti-vaccination activists promoting the incorrect claim that vaccination causes autism have asserted that the mercury in thimerosal is the case. There is no scientific evidence to support this claim. Okay, well I might as well stop reading. The idea that thimerosal in vaccines might have detrimental effects originated with anti-vaccine activists and was sustained by them, and especially through the action of lawyers. Those lawyers, right? Check this out, guys. Mercury poisoning. Mercury poisoning is a type of metal poisoning due to exposure to mercury. Symptoms depend upon the type, dose, method, and duration of exposure. They may include muscle weakness, poor coordination, numbness in the hands and feet, skin rashes, anxiety, memory problems, trouble speaking, trouble hearing, and trouble seeing. High-level exposure to mercury is known as Minamata disease. Mercury exposure in children may result in pink disease, in which the skin becomes pink and peels. Long-term complications may include kidney problems and decreased intelligence. You mean like retardation and autism? The effects of long-term, low-dose exposure to mercury are unclear. Okay, again, they admit it's unclear. Long-term exposure, it's unclear. So why are they putting these vaccines in you? Why are they recommending you get vaccines every year? Right? Okay. Here's an article off endalldisease.com, which I've never been to. I just was searching and found it. The unvaccinated Amish rarely get cancer, autism, or heart disease. Coincidence? The Amish community are a group of traditional Christian people with Swiss origins. They rarely receive vaccines, and they rarely come down with diseases like cancer, autism, or heart disease. All parents want to find the best for their children, and I think we can all agree that we should be raising children with the absolute healthiest and brightest children we possibly can. After all, children are the future, and we owe them and humanity to take an honest and logical look at this issue. Here are a few red flags for me when it comes to vaccines. Flu shots contain neurotoxins at very high concentrations. True. Influenza virus vaccines contain 25,000 times higher levels of mercury than what the EPA says is safe in drinking water. Flu shots are not backed by any safety trials or efficacy data. Patients are not given the potential risks associated with vaccines. Pharmaceutical companies pushing vaccines have absolute legal immunity against anybody claiming their products cause damage. So go ahead and jam it in your arm, right? 25,000 times the recommended levels that are safe. But it only matters if it's in a tooth filling, right? And it only matters for select groups of people that it's harming. But at the same time, they're putting it in vaccines, which they want to give to everybody. In fact, they can't wait to jam one into your arm and distribute it through the military this fall. Operation Warp Speed, right? Coronavirus, a disease so deadly you have to be tested to know if you have it, which has like a 99% survival rate, right? Okay, let's give all those healthy people vaccines with stuff inside of it that is known to damage them, right? Okay. AstraZeneca to be exempt from coronavirus vaccine liability claims in most countries. This is off Yahoo Finance. What I was just reading about this Amish article, or article about the Amish people, where it says they have they have legal immunity against anyone claiming damages. Well, that's very true. AstraZeneca has been granted protection from future product liability claims related to its COVID-19 vaccine, hopeful by most of the countries with which it has struck supply agreements, a senior executive told Reuters. Within 25 companies testing their vaccine candidates on humans and getting ready to immunize hundreds of millions of people once the products are shown to work, the question of who pays for any claims for damages in case of side effects has been a tricky point in supply negotiations. This is a unique situation where we as a company simply cannot take the risk if in 4 years the vaccine is showing side effects. A member of AstraZeneca's senior executive team told Reuters. In the contracts we have in place, we are asking for indemnification. For most countries, it is acceptable to take that risk on their shoulders because it is in their national interest, he said, adding that Astra and regulators were making safety and tolerability a top priority. Dauber would not name the countries. The United States, however, already has a law to exclude tort claims from products that help control a public health crisis in the form of a 2005 Public Readiness and Emergency Preparedness or PrEP Act. So I suggest you get familiar with that. And it's to help control a public health crisis, of which coronavirus is not. Admittedly, it's not. Hasn't killed even 10,000 people. Admittedly, the testing for it, admittedly, is wrong up to half the time, using methods that weren't designed to test for that. Do you understand? Also, what do they put in our water? What do they put in our toothpaste? What do they tell you is good for you? Fluoride, right? Same thing these dentists, want to put in your body when you're going there. But they're not concerned about that, just the mercury. But hey, what does it say right here? Active ingredients, sodium fluoride. Wait, warning. What do you mean warning? I thought it was good for me. If you accidentally swallow more than used for brushing, get medical help or contact a poison control center right away. Wait, so it's bad for you? I don't understand. You tell me it's good for me. I don't know what to believe because I can't think for myself. So it's bad for me, but when it's in my water, it's good for me. Okay, I can get with that. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's sodium fluoride. It's an insecticide. Active ingredient, sodium fluoride. Poison. Don't eat this because you will die. But I thought fluoride was good for me. Well, according to the American Dental Association, it is good for you. And here's 5 reasons why. It prevents tooth decay. Actually, fluoride is the only cause of dental fluorosis. But yet they put it in the water to stop fluorosis. Fluoride in water is the most efficient way to prevent one of the most common childhood diseases, tooth decay. An estimated 51 million school hours and 164 million work hours are lost each year due to dental-related illnesses. Sounds serious. Community water fluoridation is so effective at preventing tooth decay that the CDC named it one of the 10 great public health achievements of the 20th century. If you haven't watched my documentary on fluoride, go back in my videos and please watch it. Please, please, please watch that. Protects all ages against cavities. Studies show that fluoride in community water systems prevents at least 25% of tooth decay in children and adults, even in an era with widespread availability of fluoride from other sources such as toothpaste. Safe and effective. For 70 years, the best available scientific evidence consistently indicates that community water fluoridation is safe and effective. Saves money. It's natural. None of these things are true. Every single one of them is a false claim. There's actually a trial going on right now against the EPA for taking fluoride out of the water because they were able to prove beyond a shadow of a doubt that it was harmful. And the judge actually agreed. And now they either have to take it out of our water or do something. But I don't think they're going to do it. And if you're not aware about that, there is a trial. I made a video about it. You can go to fluorideactionnetwork.com actually and check it out. They have to basically take it out. And yeah, I don't know when the trial is going to pick back up. I think soon. But yeah, guys. So, something to think about, right?